Mr. F was walking slowly on Ikeja Road when a reckless driver hit him. He was rushed to the hospital where the doctor said, "I tried my best, but he crossed the bar." The use of a bar here symbolizes that there is a set boundary that Mr. F crossed. Today, we will discuss crossing the bar by Alfred. Just as Mr. F crossing the bar means death, one of the themes in the poem is death. The poem is about someone realizing the approach of his death, and unlike the fear many have about death, the poet persona is not afraid of death. Rather, he looks forward to it, and also hopes that his death is not accompanied by the regular wailings and crying of people. To the said persona, death is a movement from one place of existence to another, and not the end of everything. The poet persona passes and re-emphasizes the message that man is mortal and will eventually die one day. The next theme to discuss is hope. As much as the poet awaits his death, he hopes that his death is not accompanied by wailings, but comes peacefully. He is also looking forward to seeing his pilot face to face. The poet persona preaches the calm acceptance of death. Having discussed the important themes in the poem, let's now discuss the poetic techniques in the poem. Metaphor. We notice the use of metaphor right from the title of the poem, Crossing the Bar, where death is referred to as the bar. There is also the use of metaphor in the poem's first line, sunset and evening star, this referring to old age as he slowly comes. Furthermore, examples of metaphor in the poem are mourning of the bar, sadness of farewell, my pilot. The journey of the poet's persona is also metaphorical as it refers to death. Symbolism. Some of the metaphors listed above are symbolic. Sunset, evening, and twilight are used to symbolize the three seasons of man's life: morning, afternoon, and night. The poet persona also uses bar to symbolize what divides life and death. Imagery. The poet makes use of several seas and water-related words to paint a visual image to the readers. These words are bar, tide, flood, boundless, deep, sea, foam, and embark. They draw the picture of the physical setting of the poem from words such as moaning, sound, foam, evening bell, to call for me, and sadness of farewell. The reader's sense of hearing is mentally activated. Personification. In line 3, the poetic persona talks about mourning of the bar, but I'm sure you know what bars do not mourn. In lines 5 and 12, this statement, "But such a tide as moving seems asleep, and the flood may bear me far," respectfully show the use of personification by the poet. The tide and the flood are personified to further deepen the comparison of the vast sea through which the protagonist must travel to his destination in the world of the unknown. Alliteration. In lines 2 and 6 of the poem, we have the sounds k and t alliterate respectively. Line 2 reads, "And one clear call for me," while line 6 reads, "Too full for sound and foam." The distinctness engendered by the prominence of pitch that results from a repeat of k in line 2 underscores the beckoning significance of the sunset and evening star in the previous line. The sound f in the second example emphasizes the idea of fullness implied in the impression and the expression. See you in the next class.